Good afternoon and welcome to another video with a guy and his projects. Today we actually had a breakdown. Today we lost a VVT solenoid, which is your variable valve timing solenoid or something like that. Or that's the code I'm getting. I was driving to work and I felt like I really didn't have any power. Came to a stop sign and the RPMs were fluctuating up and down. I actually thought it was the crankcase position sensor. I don't think it is now. I pulled the codes, the check engine light came up, and I actually got the check engine light illuminating on video, which is pretty cool. I was taking a little video of the RPMs moving, and all of a sudden that light came on. So. Code is for the VVT Bank 2 solenoid. So instead of looking at the crankcase position sensor, I'm going to go ahead and replace the VVT. This is a very, very simple thing to do. I know because when we did the valve covers, I pulled both VVTs off. Maybe that's even what caused the issue. Maybe I got some dirt in there. I don't know. Either way, we're going to be replacing this. So I am using a Hitachi. I'll link it down below, but it's off Amazon. I don't know if that's a good brand or not good brand, but it comes with a new gasket. So it says L for loser. Hopefully that actually means left. Comes nice and smooth and beautiful. Theoretically, you can just replace the solenoid. It's only held in by one bolt, and this whole thing will pull out, and you can reuse your the housing that's installed right now. This was about $100 or so for the whole assembly, and you get a new gasket. I need a new gasket because I pulled these off like twice already. So some people can get away with, on the old one, pulling this out, pulling the solenoid out and cleaning it. Other people have just cleaned their oil and gotten better results. I'm just going to replace the whole thing because I already cleaned it and I'm still having the same issues. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'll set that right there. So you have two VVTs on this car. This is the 350Z, this is the DE, not the HR. I think it's the same thing. The only difference is you have another intake on that side, I believe. I could be wrong. So this is your VVT for your bank 1 side, because this is cylinder 1. So this is bank 1, and it's just right there. It's 1, 2, 3 bolts and a wiring harness. That's it. We are working on bank 2 according to the CEL, the check engine light, or DTC, diagnostic trouble code. So same exact thing, 1, 2, 3 bolts and a wiring harness right there. This is going to take like 8 minutes, if that. So let's go ahead and do it. We got a 10 mil. Before I get carried away, I'm going to go ahead and take this wire connector off. Can you see that? The wire. So you're just going to push in, just like every other wire connector on the planet, and pull it out like that. That is now out of your way. And so I actually bought 2 of these. I bought one for each side because on bank 1 side, after the shop did the timing chains, I was actually had a code for the bank 1. I cleaned that and that code hasn't come back, but now this side's going off, so I'm just going to assume both sides need to be replaced, but it's the exact same process on both sides. Okay, so now you can just pull this up. Try not to drop anything in those holes. Here's your VVT. The gasket came with it. If the gasket stayed there, that'll have to come up if you're replacing the whole thing. That's all there is to it. There's oil in there. The oil goes up into the VVT and does whatever the heck it does. I don't know. Okay, so this is going to go on just like the other one came off. Just got to find the right holes for the gasket, which is right there. Slide it down in. Once you get the first hole lined up, it's a lot easier. So start with the easy one on top. don't have a torque spec for you, but you don't want to crank this. This is a 1/4 inch ratchet. I'm literally using just my thumb. And about when it's that tight, it's good enough for me. Use your own gauge. Look up the service manual. I'll try to link one below, and you can find your actual torque specs. I'm going to plug in your electrical connector. Try to stay connected. And we're going to get some tape. Tape all this back up and out of the way. Easy as that to replace your VVT solenoids. We just did both of them, left and right. As long as that solved our problem, we're good to go. Hopefully it did. I guess we'll find out. We're gonna go clear the codes, take it for a drive, and we'll find out. If you do want to clean, so let's say you do want to try cleaning these first and save yourself $100. I've seen these cheaper than 100. I don't like buying the cheap sensors. When it comes to sensors, I like to buy good sensors. All you do, you can do this on the vehicle too, is this bolt comes out just like so. Oh, and then all you gotta do is give this a little twist while you pull on it. Oh, that was jammed up. There we go. Okay, so and that's what I mean. You can buy just this piece and put it in your old housing if you wanted to. I wanted new gaskets anyway, so I just ordered the whole thing. But these screens get oil on them, and if your oil's super dirty, then the dirt and debris will catch in that screen. You can try just using some brake cleaner and clean that out. Just try to avoid any O-rings with the brake cleaner because, you know, the brake cleaner will eat the rubber. But you could just clean it out like that, and then just put your it in. Even if you just buy new solenoids, just put it back in, bolt it back in, and you're good to go. So, anywho, if you liked what you saw, make sure you leave me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, share the videos, leave a comment down below, and let me know your DIY projects and what you've done to keep your 350Z running. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.